Bertong Kunat!
Daryong Dagul!
Ano tong balitang pinagkakalat mo dito sa baluarte ko, ha?
Anong balita?
Huwag ka na magmaang-maangan pa!
Ayun ba? Ha? Hindi ba totoo naman? Nasabi ang lunas sa COVID. Alam mo ba kung nasa naman kang mayong? Nasa naga talaga yun. At higit sa lahat, fake news talaga yung EDSA Revolution.
Ungas ka ba? Ano ba pinagsasabi mo? Saan mo pinagkukuha yan?
Huh, syempre, nag-research ako, no? Sa Tuktuk University. Palibasa kasi at umugot ka na at laos, kaya hindi mo alam yun. Ano, ha?
Lord naman! Magpaulan ka naman ng katalinuhan!
Reliable source of information, sari-saring content na isinulat ng mga eksperto, mga librong di kalidad na abot hanggang sa doomsday, tumawag ka lang sa akin. By the way, hindi ako si Lord. Ako si Vibal.
O pre, tingnan mo to. Di ba sabi ko sa'yo totoo ang EDSA Revolution?
Oo nga, no? O tapos ito, wala pala talaga sa Naga ang bulkang Mayon.
Sabi ko sa'yo eh.
Good day, Kavibal, and welcome to our YouTube live. For the discussion today, the topic will be on integrating media in a hybrid setup classroom. Before we begin, please take note of the following reminders. Make sure you're registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.webogroup.com or eturo.org to generate your proof of attendance. Share the video using hashtag LearnAs1PH as our official hashtag to our Vibal webinars. Experience learning, Kavibal. And now, to proceed with our webinar this afternoon, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker today. Mr. Paulo Domingo is a media professional who obtained his bachelor's degree at Far Eastern University and earned 21 units in master's degree in communication in 2018 in the same university. After working in different media and marketing companies, he began teaching media-related subjects such as photography, film, advertising, media and information literacy at STI College. He got involved also in other academic institutions as multimedia arts faculty, iAcademy, and a media consultant for video in Mapua Malayan Digital College. In 2019, he worked on developing of different certification programs for Ateneo de Manila University, Graduate School of Business in Makati, where he closely worked with different professionals from the field of marketing, digital marketing, bank and finance, and business leadership. Currently, he is working full-time as video, and events specialist at GetHooked 360, who handles the digital marketing platforms of known companies in the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paulo B. Domingo.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. Kumusta kayo? I hope nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan lahat. Welcome sa ating webinar series ngayong araw na ito na inorganize ng Vibal. Here, we will learn as one. Let's learn together. Okay. Bago ang lahat, gusto kong batiin ang ating mga teachers ng Happy Teachers Day. Ayan, saludo kaming lahat sa inyo dahil sa inyong pagmamahal. Kayo ang modern day heroes. Ayan, Happy Teachers Day again sa inyong lahat. As you have heard from the introduction, I am Paulo Domingo, and I am currently working as a full-time in a digital marketing company, ang Ghetto 360 Incorporated. There, ang ginagawa ko is as photo, video, and event specialist. Okay, and I used to teach in some schools, kagaya ng STI College and I Academy. So, shoutouts sa mga nag-estudyante ko kung nandito man kayo. Yung mga subjects na hinawakan ko ay mga media courses or mga multimedia arts subjects. Okay, kagaya ng photography, film, advertising, media and information literacy, and some journalism subjects. So today, I'll be sharing with you insights about integrating media in a hybrid setup classroom. So mamaya, pag-uusapan natin ano yung hybrid learning. Okay? Kasi lahat tayo ngayon ay apektado ng pandemic, no? Hindi pa po tapos ang pandemic. Naalala ko nung time na nag-announce ang government about lockdown, no, lahat tayo nabigla. Lahat tayo hindi natin alam kung ano yung gagawin natin, no? Are we going to stay in our home for like 2 weeks lang ba? No, pero malaman-laman natin, hindi lang pala 2 weeks yung inabot, kundi siguro more than or less than a year na nasa bahay lang tayo, no? We were not allowed to go outside, no? Because of the danger ng virus. Okay, and simula nung nag-lockdown, no? I think during that time, ano pa yun parang papuntang summer na or patapos yung school year. So maraming adjustment ang ginawa ang ating mga schools o ating mga universities. Lahat ng mga requirements ay pinasa online. Nung iba ay hindi na nag-final exam. Okay, parang ginamit na lang nilang basis ng grading is yung mga previous activities nila. So talagang major adjustment yung ginawa natin, no, during the first year of pandemic. Nung pumasok yung school year 2020 to 2021, lahat tayo is nag-shift to online learning. No, not only the schools, but also yung ibang mga industries, no? Kaya lalong nahihirapan yung ating mga yung economy natin na mag-adjust because maraming binago yung pandemic, no? Lalo dito sa ating bansa. And back then I was working as program curriculum or program development officer sa Ateneo de Manila, and lahat ng aming mga klase noon is nag-shift talaga to online. No, mahabang preparation ginawa namin para bago kami magtanggap ulit ng mga bago ulit kami mag-offer ng mga certification courses. Today is very interesting subject because galing tayo sa online learning, no, for like siguro 2 years. And ngayon, binuksan ng ating government yung opportunity, no, para ma-meet na natin face-to-face and matuto face-to-face, no, sa mga schools and universities. Kaya ang setup ngayon is merong face-to-face at merong virtual. So yun yung pag-uusapan natin. Again, my sharing is on the point of view of a media practitioner. Okay? And lahat ng mga experience ko during my time in education field, no? I'll do my best na may share sa inyo ano yung mga activities na ginawa ko, no, sa isang hybrid setup classroom. Okay? May mga ginawa ako noong mga activities, no, for the students nung face-to-face na I think, no, applicable siya pa rin, no, ngayong meron tayong bagong setup which is yung hybrid setup classroom. Okay. So, our topic for today is integrating media in a hybrid setup classroom. So before anything else, let me share with you the objectives of today's webinar. Now, to understand the role of media as form of comprehensive communication, to recognize the importance of integrating media in the learning environment, and to use the basic media integration in a hybrid classroom. So lahat ng influence, yung importance ng media, no, in our society, And sa pag-integrate nun sa learning environment, i-share ko sa inyo lahat ng insights about it. Okay, lahat ng naging kong experience during my time in schools as well as my time in working with in media industry. Okay. Sige. Meron ako papakita sa inyong mga pictures. And let's see if you are familiar, with these photos. Na related to sa way of related to doon sa mga before natin gumamit ng mga computers. Okay. Sige. Are you familiar with this one? Okay. Kung alam niyo ito, paki-comment lang. Ayan. Sino kaya sa inyo yung naabutan, no? Itong type of gadget na meron tayo noon. Okay. So, yes, tama kayo. So, these are cassette tapes. Okay. So, before, ginagamit to bilang, learning material. Okay, na si teacher, magsa-setup siya ng setup niya yung karaoke nung nasa loob ng classroom. And magpe-play lang siya ng mga audios about certain topics. Okay, dito sa picture na to, parang ang mga topics or siguro yung lessons dito is, nursery rhymes. Okay, lahat all about subjects in nursery, mga lessons for kinder. Okay, so cassette tapes. So, ayan, nabutan niyo ba yan? Okay. Ako nabutan ko yung classroom namin nung elementary ako, meron kami malaking karaoke. Hindi ko alam, nakalimutan yung terms, tama ba yung terms karaoke? Malaking parang radio. And yung teacher namin, parang bihira na gamitin to. Okay? Pero back then, effective na yung paggamit nito kasi yung listening skills ng mga estudyante talagang ito challenge. Okay. Next. Ayan. So here, meron tayong blackboard. Ayan. Ginagamit to bilang teaching materials. Okay. Okay, lato very familiar sa atin. Okay, kasi ito yung parang major requirement, no, sa isang classroom. Okay, for elementary and high school, no, meron tayong mga blackboard. Pero nag-shift tayo itong college, parang kakaunti na lang gumagamit ng blackboard kasi ang ginagamit na is whiteboard. Okay? Ayan. Sige. Sino pa nakakalala nito? Ayan, nalala niyo pa ba to? Sa mga nakaalala, please comment kung ano yung tawag natin dito. Ayan. Ang tawag natin dito is overhead projector. Okay? Or OHP. Ayan. Nung elementary ako tsaka high school, parang never kong nakita to sa loob ng classroom namin, pero mas nakita ko ito nung college ako. Ayan, may mga teachers ako noon na gumagamit nito. Or siguro ilan lang yung gumagamit ito nung nag-aaral ako nung college. Ayan. Well, ginagamit siya madalas in a university setup. Okay. Pero first time ko makakita nito sa mga simbahan, no? Kasi ginagamit ito parang ito project yung lyrics ng mga church songs or mga worship songs. Ayan, sinusulat. Yung iba, computerized. Yung iba naman is talagang handwritten yung mga text na nilalagay dito sa I forgot the term nung plastic, no? Pero yeah, meron tayong colored and meron din tayong black and white lang na type of OHP. Ayan. Ngayon, parang bihira nang makakita ng mga ganito kasi lahat nag-shift to projector. Okay, ito yung projector. Ayan. So, in a university setup or college setup, lahat halos ng mga klase nila is merong projector. Sa STI, sa Academy, na gumagamit ng ganitong klase ng material, teaching material sa mga classroom. Okay. Ang kagandahan nito is you can play audio-video materials, no? Sa mga lessons na i-share mo sa mga estudyante. Okay? Pero before the projector, okay, meron tayong TV na sa mga classroom. Kaya actually, hindi pa nga ganito dati yung mga television nung time ko nung elementary and high school. Malaking TV talaga siya, box type talaga ng television, and every time na lumalapit yung teacher namin sa TV, lahat kami talaga napapatingin kasi, uy, manonood tayo ngayon ng movie, manonood tayo ng pelikula ngayon. Ayan, kasi tayo yung mga kabataan, no, talagang interested sila sa, no, sa mga in action or sa mga motion pictures. Ayan. So, yung mga pinakita ko kanina lang is blackboard, OHP, projector, television, cassette tapes. Now, those are forms of technology that we use to have a more effective discussion sa isang lesson. Okay? So, technology has always been at the forefront of human education. Okay? Walang klase ngayon na hindi gumagamit ng technology. No? Even sa mga public schools, meron silang gumagamit sila ng projector, may television, and sometimes no, yung iba iPad, no? Or cell phones, and they use cell phones, no, to educate, no, the students. When most students are equipped with several portable technological devices at any given time, technology continues to push educational capabilities to new levels. And ayun yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Okay? Ano yung mga pwede nating gamitin na technology, okay, sa isang hybrid setup classroom to make our class more interesting. Okay. So, again, no, from face-to-face, nag-shift tayo to online learnings. Okay, lahat tayo is parang na-train to conduct an online class. Okay, lahat ng mga limitations, lahat ng ating mga siguro lahat ng ating mga skills pagdating sa computer, nagamit talaga natin, no? And marami sa atin naging Zoom expert. Okay? Marami sa atin ang natutunan yung mga little things, yung mga features ng Zoom, ng Google Meet. Yung iba is Microsoft Teams yung ginagamit. Okay? So before, yung online learning, nasa horizon na siya ng education system eh. Nalala ko nung nagtika ko ng master's degree sa FEU, yung isa naming professor, galing siya Mindanao. And may mga times na hindi siya nakakapunta ng Manila because of her work. So, ang ginagawa namin noon is parang blended learning. Okay? Nasa school kami, ang ginagamit namin yung video conferencing software ng university para mag-class, no, under that particular subject. Okay, so para kaming nanonood ng film noon, pero actually para siyang Zoom conferencing style noon. Okay? So akala namin parang hanggang dun lang yung capability ng online learning, no, pero eventually nagamit na natin yung online learning nung nag-hit yung pandemic. Ayan. Okay, so nung time ng pandemic, walang mga estudyante pumupunta ng mga schools, no? Kahit nga mga teachers na bawal pumunta ng schools noon, only siguro mga after few months, no, the following school year, saka lang nagkaroon ng chance ng mga teachers na pumunta ng school. Pero yung mga estudyante bawal pa rin. Okay, so malaking adjustment yung ginawa ng ating institution, ng education institution, nung nag-hit yung pandemic. And so, ngayong school year, inopen ng government yung opportunity na magkaroon ng face-to-face and online learning. Okay? So, titatawag natin hybrid learning. So, hybrid learning is an educational model where some students attend class in person while others join the class virtually from home. Okay? So, may ganito kaming setup sa iAcademy na wherein meron akong 30 students na pumapasok, no, in a physical classroom, and merong siguro less than 10 students na pumapasok through Microsoft Teams. Okay? And ang nakakatawa doon is nagdi-discuss yung klase at the same time kinukonsider mo yung mga estudyante na nasa virtual. Okay, kasi kailangan nilang maintindihan ano yung pinag-usapan, ano yung topic, and sometimes yung activity for the face-to-face ay hindi, match doon sa activities for online students. Okay? Naalala ko is meron akong klase nun sa photography. Yung face-to-face students ko is pinaikot ko sa buong class, sa buong building no ng school para mag-take ng mga photos no, applying yung compositions ng photography. And sinabi ko sa kanila, ang kanilang subjects are the following, no? Mga upuan, ganyan, yung floors, so hanapin niyo yung pattern, hanapin niyo yung colors, no? Lahat ng mga ganong klaseng elements sa photography. Pero nung activity for the online students, syempre iba rin. Wala kang halos makikita sa bahay nila, kundi yung gamit lang nila sa bahay. So, I gave them different activity, no? Na somehow nag-fit doon sa environment na meron sila. So, yun yung hybrid setup. Okay? You're considering not only yung mga estudyante mo na nasa harapan mo, face-to-face or physically, but also yung mga estudyante mo na kasabay na nakikinig doon sa lesson. Okay. And yung mga estudyante ko sa iAcademy, no, hindi lang siya from Metro Manila, yung iba is from other provinces. So talagang malalayo. Kaya mas pinili na maging online students. Okay? So before we go in, discussing how we will integrate media, in a hybrid setup classroom, let's define what media is. Okay? So media is a other term for multiple medium. Okay? Plural form of medium. Okay? So lahat nakikita natin around us na merong information, those are forms of media. Okay? Ano yan? Mga books, films, paintings, songs, TV shows, poems, video games, magazine, mga podcast na sa Spotify, music video, ayan, ng Blackpink, ng kung ano ng mga K-pop stars, newspaper, ayan, mga broadsheets, mga tabloids, no? Syempre mga coupon, no? We also consider coupons as form of media. Okay, email newsletter, no? Every time nagbubukas tayo ng email, may mga natatanggap tayo ng mga subscriptions, no? From different industries, no? Mga tweets natin, siguro meron pa kayong copy nito, mga DVD, tapes, CDs, resibo mismo, yan ay mga form of media. Okay, traffic signs, street art, no, kahit good ba or bad, Snapchats, no, and mga ginagamit ng mga nag-rally ng mga ating mga protest signs, and siguro yung mga share mo ng mga photos, ng mga throwback photos mo sa Facebook, those are forms of media din, no. And ngayon meron pa ng mga collection ng mga album ng mga Korean pop stars, ng mga favorite natin ng mga K-pop artists. Okay? Pero most of the time, na ginagamit natin yung definition or yung word ng media, no, to describe yung medium na nagdi-distribute ng massive information. And ano ito mga ito? Ito yung broadcast, no? Ito yung television and radio. For print media, we have the newspaper. And nung dumating ang internet, no, sa mundo, we called it new media, no, the internet. And for today's topic or for today's webinar, no, we will focus on the new media. Okay, we will discuss, no, ano yung mga pwede nating i-take advantage, no, sa new media, no, so we can make our hybrid setup classroom interesting. Okay, for reference, let's have a look at one of the models of communication. Okay, we have here the Laswell's communication model. According to this model, communication is the transmission of a message with the effect as the result. So Laswell's model aims to answer the following 5 important questions regarding its element. One is who created the message? What did they say? What channel did they use? TV, radio, or blog? To whom did they say it? And lastly, what effect did it have on the receiver? Okay? Para lang medyo makarelate yung iba sa atin or para lang makarelate tayo, for example, yung communicator, gamitin natin yung Facebook Live. Okay? So, merong isang vlogger, no, naglabas siya ng sama ng loob sa Facebook. No? Siya yung mismong communicator. Ano yung message niya? Yung sama ng loob niya, no, dun sa isa pang tao. And what channel ang ginamit niya? Yung Facebook Live. And para kanino? It can be for the person na kinasama niya yung loob or para sa kanyang mga viewers. And lastly, ano yung effect nito? Ano yung effect nito sa recipient? Nung kunwari ako yung viewer ng kanyang Facebook Live, ano yung effect nito sa akin bilang follower niya sa Facebook, bilang follower niya sa social media? Okay? Meron ba itong malaking impact or pagbabago na mangyari sa buhay ko? Magbabago ba yung pagtingin ko sa mga vloggers? Magbabago yung pagtingin ko ba doon sa taong pinaparinggan niya na pwedeng isa ring vlogger? Okay? So, ano yung usual process na na-experience natin whenever we receive media content, no, around us? So again, the media is part of our lives and it has an enormous influence on our society. Okay? Kaya dapat hindi natin minamaliit kung ano yung kayang gawin sa atin kung ano yung kayang gawin ng media in a society. Okay? For this reason, no, it is necessary that each one of us becomes aware of its power. No? This allows us to be critical of all the information we receive daily. Okay? Every time na gumigising tayo, automatically, meron tayong natatanggap ng media content. Okay? Hindi galing sa television, hindi na galing sa radio, pero galing na mismo sa ating mga mobile phones. Bakit? Kasi yung una natin binubuksan palagi ay walang iba kundi ang Facebook, yung iba TikTok, yung iba social media, yung iba Instagram. Okay? Hanggang before matulog, ang una nating gagamitin, no, na media is the social media. Okay? Ako, before ako matulog, parang ginagawa kong pampantok is nag-scroll ako sa TikTok, no? Dahil it gives me at least parang nare-relax ako every time na nakakanood ako ng mga funny videos sa TikTok. No? So the power of media is ginagawa niya, we are becoming more aware of the reality. Okay? Iba't ibang mga media, ini-inform tayo kung ano yung nangyayari sa country. Okay? Kung ano yung nangyayari, most especially sa mundo. Okay? Lalo ngayon, marami yung mga tao na may kakayahan na mag-create ng media content. Okay? Before, ang pwede lang mag-broadcast sa mga content are the media practitioners itself. Okay? Yung mga journalists, yung mga filmmakers, yung mga photographers, yung mga news anchors, okay? Yung mga gumagawa ng mga documentaries. Okay? Pero ngayon pumasok ang new media, nagkaroon ng chance lahat, no, ng tao na may access sa phone and sa wifi or sa internet na mag-create ng sarili nilang media content. Okay? To the point na lahat na nangyayari sa buhay nila, sinishare na nila. Hindi lang sa buhay nila, kundi sa lugar nila, sa place sila, sa barangay nila, or kung nasaan man sila. No? Okay? For example, traffic sa EDSA. Okay? Ang ginagawa ko everyday, no, before ako mag-travel, kunwari, every weekend, siguro pag weekend, punta kami na Batangas. Ina-type ko lang sa Facebook, search, sa search box. Ito lang yung mga titype ko, traffic, SLEX. 2 word lang. Traffic, SLEX. And marami siyang ibibigay yung Facebook na related sa traffic sa SLEX. Malalaman ko, okay, may heavy traffic pala sa part na ito. Okay. Or siguro, meron isang time na nakatanggap ako ng text na meron ng isang kakilala na may sunog sa area nila. So, itatype ko lang yung area mismo nung kakilala ko and sunog din yung area. then lalabas yung mga posts about sa sunog doon sa area na yun. So any one of us have access na sa information or sa lahat na nangyari sa surroundings natin. Okay? This information helps us to be in touch with reality and to understand what is happening around us. Okay? And most especially, to understand ano yung nangyayari sa ibang mga tao. Okay? So, our duty as educators is to analyze the information we receive and draw our conclusions out of it. Okay? So, as part of the media community, okay, lahat ng mga media content na nire-receive natin, it shapes public opinion. Now, by analyzing the information we receive, we create our own opinions about different topics and concepts. So, para siya nagiging mental exercise. Okay? Na-strength yung personality natin. Bakit? Lalo itong previous election. Okay? We adhere to some opinions. And we move away from others. No? Mas nagiging firm tayo sa opinion natin, based doon sa content na na-receive natin from the media. Okay? Media offers both cognitive and affective experiences. It can provoke discussion, an assessment of one's values, and sometimes, or maybe most of the time sa karamihan, an assessment of self. Lalo kung yung mga nag-receive natin ng mga content is merong strong emotional elements. Since we create our own opinions about different topics and concepts, our hope is lahat ng mga opinions and perspective na nakukuha natin will develop peacefully, respecting those who think differently from us. Okay? Yun nga lang yung medyo challenge ngayon, since everyone can share their opinions freely, anytime, anywhere. Yun yung minsan inaas natin, to respect kung ano yung meron tayong opinion. Okay? The media and communications industry, day in and day out, is becoming even more diverse and active. Our daily activities are becoming increasingly dominated by the media. We are now a society that is constantly and consistently on our phones. Mesmerized and captivated by the news. Kahit political pa yan or about a certain celebrity. Okay? Ang isa sa mga talagang sumisikat ngayon ng mga pinag-uusapan is mga celebrities, mga fina-follow ng mga celebrities, either local or from Hollywood. Okay? So, lahat yun nakukuha natin through digital media. So, as teachers, we should guide students to properly analyze the sources from which they extract information. Okay? This will help them differentiate the quality of the data they receive, which can be good, regular, or bad. Yun yung mga dapat nating i-look after sa mga estudyante na gumagamit ngayon ng new media. Okay, as a source of information. Okay, so let's keep in mind that what arouses a child's interest today could become an inspiration for their professional future. Okay, so malaki yung role natin as teachers. Kaya kinakailangan we teach them how to use properly yung social media. Okay? Paano mas maging responsible social media user, and ano yung mga dapat nating iwasan whenever or before we post something on Facebook. So, yung mga popular media na alam natin, kagaya ng film, television, and YouTube, these are familiar medium to students. That helps them gain attention and ma-maintain yung kanilang interest sa mga theories and concepts na dinidiscuss natin sa mga klase natin. Okay? Students can see the theories and concepts in action. Students can hone their analytical skills by analyzing media using the theories and concepts they are studying. For example, meron akong klase about art movement or expressionism. Okay? So, ang ginawa ko is nag-play ako ng video na merong, or ng isang film na gumagamit ng expressionism. So, yung mga estudyante, ang ginawa nila is, hinanap nila yung mga characteristics bakit itong particular film na ito used an art movement na expressionism. Okay, so sila mismo chinecheck nila, okay, merong ganitong characteristic ang film ito, kaya siya expressionism. Okay. The use of media in the classroom enables students to see concepts and new examples when they are watching television, listening to music, or at the movies with friends. So, mas nagkakaroon ng chance ng yung mga bata na maintindihan yung lesson because you are offering them another examples in action, no, hindi lang verbal. Okay? Students can experience worlds beyond their own, especially if the media is sharply different from their local environment. Sabi nga ni Daniel Willingham, no, professor siya sa Amerika, he asked simple question to make his point. No, why do students remember everything that's on the television and forget ano yung pinag-uusapan nila? Bakit? Because visual media helps students retain concepts and ideas. No, sabi sa study, more than 50% of the cortex, no, surface of the brain, is devoted sa pag-process ng visual information. No, kaya, nung nag-aaral tayo ng high school, ng college, ng elementary, na yung mga teachers natin gumagamit ng mga visual materials. Okay, whether cutouts pa yan, videos, photos, printed photos, okay, ginagamit yan kasi nga, we tend to remember what we see. Okay, so that's the power of visual media. Now that we understand, no, the power of media in our society and to an individual, now let's try to understand, no, paano nagkaroon ng pagbabago, no, sa the way we communicate and the way we connect with each other. Okay? Particularly through digital media. Okay? Kasi naalala ko nung bata ako, nung nagstay ako sa province namin for like a week or two, parang ang only communication para matawagan ko yung family ko sa Manila is through telephone. So gagawin ko is pupunta pa ako sa kapitbahay namin, sa tita ko, no, para lang matawagan yung mama ko. Kaya makamusta ako. Ako umiyak naman ako nung kasi sobrang miss na miss ko ng nanay ko. Okay? Pero nung na-introduce sa atin yung internet, nagbagong lahat ng way of connecting people. Sino nakakalala nito? Okay. Hello sa mga ka-age ko dyan. Okay, so all of us, no, alam natin na ito ay Friendster. Okay, parang first ever social media na talaga naging popular before. Okay, around 2000, early 2000s. Okay. So in Friendster, people can connect, no, can send a message, no, we have here send a smile, and they can give testimonials, no, doon mismo sa Friendster account niya. Okay? Kaya may term tayong ginagamit dati, uy, mag-testimonial ka na naman, magbigay ka naman testimonial sa Friendster account ko. Okay? And nakaka-excite, no, kapag yung friend mo magbibigay ng testimonial doon sa Friendster account mo kasi napaka-creative ng mga tao. Maraming mga GIF na ginagamit, maraming mga palamuti, no, yung mga kumikintab na mga images yung ginagamit. At parang matatouch tayo, ito pala yung gusto mong sabihin talaga sa akin. So, from telephone na narinig natin, okay, nagkaroon ng chance na yung mga tao na mas ma-appreciate yung beauty ng message because of the visuals na nakikita natin through social media. Okay. So, again, before telephone, then na-introduce sa atin, ang Yahoo Messenger. Okay, sa Yahoo Messenger, we were able to connect hindi lang yung nasa Philippines, no, kundi abroad. I think mahal lang ang international phone call na before. Pero parang nung na-introduce natin ng Yahoo Messenger, mas nagkaroon ng chance, mas napadalas yung pakipag-usap mo sa family mo, no, abroad, and maybe sa relatives mo abroad, or maybe dun sa pinamahal mo abroad. Okay? So, it enables us to have a connection to our friends, to our family, and minsan pa nga strangers eh. Kaya yung iba nagkakatuluyan through Yahoo Messenger, no? Or through social media. So the new media can foster a sense of belonging and identity. Okay? Meron tayong parang sariling identity nung nagkaroon ng new media, nagkaroon ng social media. Kumbaga, meron kang identity physically, no, when you are with your friends physically, pero meron ka rin isa pang personality if you are in social media. Right? Yun nga lang, may mga negative implications ang social media. Okay? The web has also been used to target people, mainly young users, to radicalize them into specific belief systems and divisive ways of seeing the world. So, as teachers, we should let our students maximize the advantage of digital media. Okay? So, if ginagamit natin ang digital media to make a conversation, na to communicate with others, let's also take that opportunity to convert the conversation na maging useful sa educational space. Okay? Yung mga scholars minsan nagtatanong sila, no? What does it mean to know something? Okay? Parang nagmamatter pa ba if you memorize an information, if in one click you can easily find it? Okay? What is the role of teachers virtually? Okay, if every question can be searched in Google. Okay, for example, meron akong printer na nasira. Okay, kailangan ko bang pumunta sa technician talaga para maayos yung printer? Bakit biglang nag-blink yung red light? Okay, hindi ko na kailangan pumunta pa ng mismong service center ng printer ko. Kasi I can fix my printer by just searching a YouTube video about it. Okay? Tatype mo lang, printer blinking red light. Milalabas sa'yo ang dami, no? Yung mga Indians magagaling sa troubleshooting ng mga gadgets. Okay? So here are some datas around the globe. Okay? Bakit the teachers should take advantage ng yung paggamit ng digital media sa isang classroom. Sabi ng isang Australian CEO, si Brian Wexham, digital is everywhere. It shouldn't be seen as just IT. As technology continues a rapid ascent, digital skills needs are inserting themselves into all aspects of our lives. For example, na may mga businessmen na nag-create ng another department, no, particularly sa streaming. Bakit? Kasi they can stream anything. Okay, they can stream their products, they can sell their services and products to, streaming by doing Facebook or YouTube Live. Okay, kagaya nito, no, yung Vibal. No, they take advantage of the YouTube, no, to reach people, no, outside Manila, na para mag-conduct ng mga webinars. Hindi na kinakailangan mag-organize o maghanap ng malaking place, no, para o magrenta, magpakain, or magkaroon ng parang fee para lang makapag-conduct ng mga webinars. Ang kailangan lang is a laptop, a computer, a Wi-Fi, and a camera. That's it. Okay? So maraming mga business yung gumagamit ng mga ganitong klaseng skills kasi nga, parang number one requirement na siya. Okay? Here's another data. No, nearly 60% of employers are having trouble filling open digital positions with qualified candidates. No, isa sa mga nakita kong reason nito is hindi natin masyadong ginamit, no, yung digital kahit na-introduce sa atin siya early 2000. Okay? So, nangyari ngayon, lalo na dumating yung pandemic, maraming opportunity ang na-open kung ano yung pwedeng gawin um, ng mga digital artists o ng mga digital practitioners. Involving students in creating media encourages collaboration, accountability, creativity, and mastery of ideas and concepts. No? Importantly, hindi mo na kailangan ng malaking budget when you create media content, kagaya ng ginagawa ng GMA, ABS-CBN, TV5. No? Or hindi mo na kailangan ng any fancy studio, no, or any advanced degree, because no, us digital users can create our own original media na informative, entertaining, and educational. So tayo mismo, mga instructors or teachers, hindi natin talaga kailangan maging media professional. Okay? Kasi yung mga estudyante natin, lumalaki na sila ngayon sa digital age. And they are comfortable in using their technology. No? Kaya minsan, no, pag may time na naglalabas ng phone or compute or gumagamit ng laptop during the class sa mga estudyante, una nagagalit ako no? Pero I-realize, instead na magalit ako, bakit hindi ko gawin na i-take yung opportunity na gamitin yung phone nila and computers sa mismong klase. Ma-involve yung phone nila, ma-involve yung computers nila sa paggawa mismo ng mga activities nila, no? With the use of social media. Okay. Now, our role as instructors, no, since they will be using their phones or computers, no, in accessing their digital accounts, instructors should help students focus on creating content that is meaningful for the intended audience. Okay? Mamaya mas malalaman nyo ano yung mga ginagawang activities inside the classroom that can be helpful, no? Ano yung mga activities na gumagamit ng social media na para mas maging interesting yung klase. Okay? So, interaction using social media provides students with a sense of belonging, and it creates bonds between students and their peers and between students and the instructor. No? Use the opportunity or when you take advantage of social media para nagkakaroon kayo ng digital bonding. Mas nakikilala mo ano yung mga estudyanteng mas kailangan tutukan, ano yung mga estudyante na very active, no, sa pag-create ng activities. No, kasi sometimes may mga estudyante na nahihiya na mag-share na kanilang ideas, no, face to face. No, mas nagiging matapang ang mga tao kapag, or mas nagkakaroon ng lakas ng loob ang mga tao when they share ideas, no, in social media. So students should find themselves comfortable in communication and collaboration with the use of digital media. So, ano yung benefit nito? Mas naging engaging klase mo. Okay? Hindi na siya puro reading, hindi lang siya puro sa'yo lang nagsasalita. Okay? Kundi, merong participation yung klase mo, no, through social media. But again, we have to set criteria. Okay? Clear grading criteria must be provided to students to encourage their participation in the use of social media. Okay? Para maayos yung flow ng classroom management mo whenever you allow them to use phones or computers in accessing their digital accounts. Okay? Now let's go to integration of digital media in a hybrid setup classroom. Again, we have to consider, okay, meron tayong mga estudyante in a physical classroom, and we have also students, no, in an online classroom. Okay. First is class group chats, okay, to build classroom culture. Okay, ginawa namin to sa isang webinar, no. Ang ginawa doon is meron kaming hybrid setup din. Okay, para ma-involve yung mga nasa virtual, nasa Zoom, nag-create yung speaker mismo ng group chat wherein nandoon yung face-to-face students and nandoon yung mga online students din. And whenever nag-a-ask yung instructor or yung speaker ng questions, sumasagot sila hindi verbally, kundi through chat groups. No, from there, malalaman ng teacher sino yung hindi nagpa-participate sa klase. Okay? Kasi everyone will be pressured to answer. Okay? And with that, ma-acknowledge mo rin no, yung mga sagot ng mga estudyante mo and mababasa mo rin real time agad-agad. Okay? So that can be a good opportunity to use group chats. Okay? Sige. And also, kapag may mga questions yung mga estudyante mo about that particular subject, mas mabilis mo masasagot. No? Mas mabilis mo malaman na, okay, itong question ito is particularly for this subject lang. Next is live note-taking. Okay. You may allow your students to search their own ideas. Okay? For example, nagsabi ka about the importance of media in the society. Okay? Yung mga estudyante mo mismo, while they are taking note, no, using their notebooks or maybe their notepads sa laptop sila mismo pwedeng maghanap ng sarili ng example. Okay? I remember when I was discussing about photography elements, no, nagpakita ko ng ilang examples ng composition of rule of thirds. Maya-maya, yung ibang estudyante nakita ko, naghanap sila ng ibang examples pa ng rule of thirds. And this kind of opportunity makes your students responsible. Kasi sila mismo naghahanap ng another way to understand yung lesson mo. Okay? Hindi lang sa lahat ng gagaling. Okay? Anyone can access Google. Okay? So if you allow them to use computers while you are doing your class, you are empowering them. Okay? To learn more about your subject. Okay. Another way is you may invite field professionals. No, kahit mga 5 minutes or 3 minutes lang na magbigay lang siya ng short insight about your subject. Okay? For example, nag-discuss ka about global warming. Okay? About climate change. Now, you may invite, siguro baka lang meron ang friend na nagwo-work or merong nag-advocate na about climate change. Now, you may invite that person to at least share the short insights about it, no, for like 3 to 5 minutes. Okay? So, parang you are opening the world, no, to your students. No, na merong mga taong na parang you are giving them opportunity to understand other ideas real time, no, coming from other professionals or coming from other industry professionals. Okay? Next is you may ask your students to create a digital portfolio using Instagram account. Okay, lalo to sa mga visual heavy class. Okay, students can use Instagram to present a series of photos or graphics in a visually appealing manner. Okay, ang mga estudyante nyo, sigurado magugustuhan to kasi lalo ngayon, nasa age of selfie tayo. Nasa age of photography tayo. No, marami mga filters na pinoprovide ang Instagram, ang Facebook, okay, para mas maging aesthetically, mas maging appealing aesthetically yung photos. Okay, Instagram allows students to practice digital storytelling in ways that other social media platforms may fall short. Okay, kasi ang Instagram, wala kang makikitang any text, no? Heavy text captions. Kasi pure photos lang talaga siya. Well, you can put caption, pero ang majority na naman ng Instagram are photos. Okay? Your students are creative, no? They can create classic specific Instagram accounts, okay, na pwede nilang magamit for their future work. For example, siguro kung na-introduce lang sa akin to nung college ako, yung Instagram, kung maga ko lang siya na-discover, for sure hindi ako mahirapang gumawa ng sarili kong portfolio. Okay? Lalo ngayon na nag-work ako sa photo and film or photo and video production, no? Yung mga employers naghanap sila ng mga portfolios. Okay? So, kung na-introduce lang sa akin to before, siguro punong-puno yung Instagram account ko. So, yeah, you may ask your students, no, to create an Instagram account. No? Kung naiya sila i-share yung personal Instagram account nila, they can create, no, an Instagram account for the purpose of your class lang. Okay, which is yung ginagawa ko ngayon yung ginawa ko sa mga estudyante ko. Okay, sa iAcademy. Okay. Yung iba gumagamit ng YouTube. Okay? They will create YouTube channel, no? Doon sila magpo-post sa kanilang mga vlogs about certain topics na binibigay mo sa kanila. Okay? Next is you can, make this as your practice. Kumbaga, ito-challenge mo sila. Bibigyan mo ng award or reward, no, yung mga top idea contributors sa social media. So, kumbaga, you will create a Facebook group, no, about your subject. So, lahat ng estudyante mo, ilalagay mo roon, face-to-face students and online students, nasa isang Facebook group doon. And, no, i-acknowledge mo lahat ng nagbibigay ng ideas, no, about your topic or about your question. No, and ititrace mo yon siguro in 1 month time, magbibigay ka palagi ng reward. So, parang meron kang monthly awarding. So, that can be a good idea, no, para mas maging engaging yung klase mo, no, knowing that you have face-to-face students and you have virtual students. Okay, next is what? Blog discussion. It can be a blog or it can be a vlog. Okay, where you can share some case studies. No, and when you create case studies, yung mga estudyante mo mismo mag-create ng reflection about yung binigay mo na case study. Okay, students can create their own user accounts to make discussion posts or add comments on class prompts. Okay, so when you put a certain case study sa blog mo, sila mismo magko-comment ano yung mga possible na ano yung understanding nila about yung pinost mo na topic. Ano yung mga binigay mo na mga ano yung mga questions na pumasok sa kanila when they read the case study. Okay? Or they can create a vlog about it. Okay? Magbibigay ka ng certain topic and sila mismo magbibigay ng discussion about it. I-expound nila yung idea nila about a certain issue. Okay? For example, poverty. Okay? You post poverty as your main topic. And yung mga estudyante mo, magpo-post or magko-comment, okay, I think poverty is blah, 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 blah. Or they can create, a video vlog or YouTube account. Well, sometimes, mas accessible sa kanila yung TikTok because meron silang data na that allows them to, access TikTok account mismo doon sa cellphone nila. No? And mas magiging interesting lalo kapag pinanood nyo ng sabay-sabay sa klase yung mga vlogs nila. Okay? Kasi mas nagkakaroon ng chance ma-recognize yung kanilang skills, yung kanilang digital skills. So those are the things that you may use in a hybrid classroom setup. Okay? Blog discussions, top idea contributors, digital portfolio, inviting field professionals, live note-taking and sharing, class group chats to build classroom culture. So among these ideas that you may apply or among this media that you may integrate in a hybrid classroom setup, alin dito yung tingin mo mas appropriate sa klase mo? Can you share that in the comment section? Okay. Again, we have to remember that you have to set guidelines whenever you integrate digital media in your class. Kasi pag naabuso, well, ma-upset ka kasi minsan nawawala ng focus ng mga estudyante. Okay, kaya you have to set guidelines. You have to monitor them. Okay, monitor how students use social media during class, because again, nagiging distraction to. Okay, check with your school about the policy regarding the usage of social media in class. Okay, that's a disclaimer. Educate your students and explain how important social media can be as an educational tool. Okay, students already use social media on their own, and they usually try to mimic the things they see, many of which are not best examples. Okay, kaya you have to monitor them from time to time. Next is you have to educate them about the risk of social media. So, as a teacher, your duty is to set a responsible example for your students. educate them, no, about yung mga risk ng social media and guide them how to use it to learn new things and build their good reputation. Again, meron kang sariling identity digitally. So you have to, guide them. Okay? Parang, again, napaka-powerful yung advocacy campaign natin ni GMA. Think before you click. You can actually use that as your, quotation every day. No, whenever you will use or you will, use digital media in your class. Ultimately, kahit may mga debate kung effective nga ba talaga o kung ano nga ba talaga yung role ng social media sa mga klase ngayon or sa hybrid setup classroom, no one can argue na malaking influence ng social networking sa mga estudyante ngayon. Okay? This tech-savvy generation, they conduct much of their life through social media channels. So, yes, we can still continue using YouTube or Facebook or Twitter in communication, creating media content, personal media content. But let's also use these digital media as a tool for learning and collaboration. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for staying and listening to my insights about the integration of media in a hybrid classroom setup. So hopefully, ma-apply nyo itong mga ideas ko nito. And if you have other ideas, no, go ahead and do it for your students, no, para mas ma-engage hindi lang yung mga face-to-face students mo, but also your online students. Ayan. So enjoy. And again, Happy Teacher's Day sa inyong lahat po. God bless. Bye-bye.
There we have it. In behalf of Vibal Group Incorporated, I would like to thank our speaker for today for this eye-opening and insightful learning session. It is an honor to have you with us. And to all our Kabibal viewers, all thanks to you for your continuous patronage to our daily learning session. Don't forget to register to get your e-certificate of participation. The link is in the caption of this web. We encourage you to subscribe and watch on our official Vibal Facebook and YouTube channel. Muli, maraming salamat at magandang araw sa ating lahat.